My name's Lance Williamson. I work for an exciting St John Ambulance project called Young Responders. What is Young Responders? It's a street first aid project designed for young people who wouldn't ordinarily come through these doors. When you look at the statistics, a 27% increase in knife crime over the last 10 years. For young people, that equates as terrifying. Creating products and services that enable young people to feel confident is really important for us. And sometimes we have to go external to find that expertise. We found a company called Visualize that is totally immersed in the VR world that enabled us to be right at the cutting edge of immersive technology.
I'm Henry Stewart, co-founder of Visualize and exec producer of Seconds to Save. Virtual reality is a uniquely powerful medium. It removes all distractions and places you right in the center of the story, fully immersed, fully present. In a classroom setting, it can be hard for young people to connect with subjects like street first aid. It might feel distant or abstract, like something that happens just to other people. With this VR experience, we wanted to change that. We designed Seconds to Save to put users in the thick of a real-life scenario, where they feel responsible and where their decisions matter. They're not just watching, they're actually participating.
So what we realised quite early on was that we needed decision points to be made along the way to capture the audience's attention, which build from something quite minor up to very important decisions. And this we thought was vital for them to learn as they go. And then once we started this script, I suddenly realised that the dialogue was going to be key to making this realistic. We met the three actors, which is Josh, Celestino and Natalia. We got them to go through the scenes and then they flooded it all with how they would speak, how they would react. And this is what really brings the reality to it.
With this particular product, we wanted something really relatable, something real that young people could say that was genuine to them. So we cast the net out into the community and we were so enamored to find young people that were eager to come on board because they had relatable experiences to the story that we had to tell.
My name is Joshua and I'm doing a little short film for St John's Ambulance. I've never really got to do anything like this and this is like my dream to become push myself to become an actor. This is always just like starting off somewhere small, which I love.
So working with the young people who hadn't necessarily acted in front of camera before, we wanted to share our world with them as much as getting their world into ours. So they got a real insight into how proper productions, professional productions are created, how rigid it can often be, but also how enjoyable it is when you get it right and how it all works and how the gears all mesh together. And we hope we gave them something that they can keep forever.
From early in the design phase, we knew these headsets were going out to young people facilitated by the St John Ambulance coordinators. This means that the user interface needs to be intuitive and simple to master. We focused on hand tracking as this was way easier to grasp than the game controllers that the headsets come with. This means that you can hold up your hands in front of you, see the silhouettes, and simply push the button to select. Some subtle tutorials mean that there are 3 test points for users to get the hang of this interaction before they are given the more meaningful choices in the experience. This and other considerations make for a frictionless experience, so the narrative can stand out.
So we created a pilot with this VR program to understand what the nature of young people will be around immersive technology. And we're at the early stages now, but we can certainly see young people really taking up the story, enjoying the process, asking lots of questions about what's going on in those headsets, and coming out the other end with that full-on learning. What we're also seeing is organisations and community hubs, a range of providers getting onto us saying, can we have this? Currently don't have the capacity to kind of go into every hub, every community centre to deliver this. Early days yet, but some really positive stuff coming back from what we've seen so far.